Welcome into another game, and it looks like it's going to be a good one judging by the players we have and the map that we're on. Starting off in the red, we have CKF, Tim spectating, of course, Mr. Yo. Well, Mr. Yo spectating Tim, that kind of came out a bit bad. And in the blue, we have CKF Duck. So, it's pretty much going to be a good game, you can tell. Probably two of the very high-ranking Chinese players out there. Of course, playing for Chinese Kung Fu. I think this is the second one in a row now I've shown. Kind of, yeah, it would have been, because I remember the last one that went up. And of course, we are on Mega Random. Both players are playing as Huns, which means we should see some pretty good play. Because of course, in Huns v Huns, players have to bring their A game. They don't have much choice, which is why I enjoy it so much. I hate how people always neglect Huns. Honestly, there's not a big difference through all the civilizations. I know that we see cavalry archers a lot, but that's mostly on Arabia, and we're on Mega Random today, so it could be very, very different. So if we have a quick look at the map, we can see there's quite a bit of gold around, so it's really heavy on resources, honestly. Lots of stone piles around, forest bushes, deers over here, lots and lots of wood available, and in these bits here there are only small amounts, and it looks like Duck did not notice that in time. No, he didn't. He's only seen small amounts, actually. Looks like he might have seen a bigger amount over here. Could see a dock going down right now, actually. And yes, there we go. Tim, what have you seen? Tim has noticed there's little small patches of wood about, and he's also noticed there's a big patch over here in the corner, so he's gone for that one straight away. Tim only just getting his dock up now, but of course that's finishing, so if we actually have a look, is this one over here finished? Yes, it is. And it's going to be really interesting to see how each player goes for this. Naturally, we can look at it straight away and go, well, then, gonna need to take control of the water. Because if we look at this down the middle, there's this big pool of water. And the only thing is, though, with this, I don't think ships are going to be able to cross these. So it means, if their docks are in different places, it's going to take a lot of effort. But they're not, they're both in this pool over here. But with that, so if you lose water control in this section, someone could end up with like 30 galleys in here. And if they decide to just march down this angle here with just a ground army, that's 30 useless galleys that you're not going to be able to do anything with. So I guess we'll have to see, because of course Mega Random, there are a few interesting things, so who knows, they might actually be able to cross there. So, not exactly a lot else to look at. Wall-off is going down by Duck on this section here. Has he seen... Tim's seen most of the map, so he's pretty happy, and that's not who I wanted to go to. Duck hasn't seen this entrance way over here. He should probably notice that. What's he actually scouted there? Probably sheep scouting by the looks of it, or turkey scouting in this case. Both players starting off with a tower though, so they have some kind of defense. Tim's, well, they're both on the golds, I guess, so they're not in the worst positions possible. Could be a lot better. Both players starting to go up to the feudal age now, and there's Tim already up. 27 populations for Duck, 25 for Tim, so going to get an early advantage here on the water, going for that double galley play, which we all know is pretty much standard until you can get some more docks up. Duck, what are you going for? You're going for galleys as well, but you've moved up to 3 docks, and it looks like that turkey's there just in case, to make sure he knows his opponent isn't trying to ford or anything like that, because that on a map like this can really screw you up. Lots of fishing ships out for both players, naturally, because of course it's going to really help with your economy. And it looks like Tim might be fought off here. Yes, he is, having to return back and getting a few more galleys of his own to start fighting with. And it looks like, though, Duck will have the advantage on the water with his extra dock that he actually has out. So that should be quite helpful for him, but saying that, I can see quite a few units of Tim's actually spread across the map. Tim could go for a ford in this, actually, or could even just transition completely into just ground, well, land play, and he could catch his opponent pretty off guard here, actually. And I still want to know if a ship can go over that. I'm pretty sure it won't be able to, but, you know, it's Mega Random. It's random. Still continuing, of course, with these fishing ships, giving that good little advantage there to their economy. And it looks like that Duck actually has a few more, so we should be able to help like that. Looks like Tim's actually throwing the water here, and he's just going to go try and kill as many fishing ships as he can and give up. Yes, 1. Is he going to get the other 4? Don't know if it was even worth going for water in this situation. Getting 2, having to run back. Is he... Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure if he does something like that, he's going to be just neglecting water. Yes, he is, and I wonder if... Yes, there's the villager going forward. I don't know if Ducks noticed it, actually. It was something like that happens, so you got to know that something's up. Got to know that something weird's going on. And is he going to get one more? He could potentially get this one here if he micros. Yes, getting that one there. Brilliant. And, of course, losing that one there. So, no big deal. But the barracks is going up for someone right now who is spectating Tim. It looks like the barracks has gone up back here somewhere. Yes, there it is. And the villager for Tim looks like it's being fought off by these ones here. The arrows, of course, from that tower. Again, trying to fight it off. Hasn't taken any serious damage, though, so he should be alright. Tim trying to transition there and get a nice little forward on his opponent. With this tower, of course, catching him out in advance, which means the tower placement for Dark's actually really good. He lucked out with that one, whereas Tim, not so much. If it was over here, that'd probably be awesome, but not a lot he can do about it right now. Tim, of course, going to lose the water here. No big deal. He didn't overcommit to it. Looks like he's putting a dock up here, though. We'll be able to bust through this section here and, again, defend his ford with those ships if he really wants to. And it looks like he can anchor a dock to this, so I don't think they're going to be able to go through it, sadly. So it looks like all of Duck's resources here spent into this water are going to be useless, which is exactly what I was talking about earlier in the game. How if they could overcommit to galleys in this section, it could really hurt. And it looks like he's going into this one too now, but he's not going into this one over here, which is going to be the important one. This could potentially really hurt. Will you see this dock over here is the question. Going back to Dark, and again, of course, just killing off those docks. And he hasn't noticed this one over here yet, and I don't think he's noticed anything over here. He knows there's an outpost there. Wait, how'd that galley get in there? Maybe they can cross over. I don't know, I'm really confused now. Can they cross? Well, I guess we're going to see here. Can they cross? No? How'd that galley get in there? Is it a dock? I am so confused right now. There's probably a really obvious explanation, but again, we'll find out later on, I guess. And I'm just going to keep an eye on this galley until something else happens. So I really want to know how it got over there. Unless it like spawned on the wrong side of this dock or something. Anyway, of course, this wall off over here. So Duck trying to wall in. Looks like he could be going for a castle age anytime soon. He is starting to save up that food and gold. Of course, he's not starting to commit to galleys anymore because he's noticed by now that Tim isn't putting a lot into it. Come on, I want to see what happened. How'd that galley get in here? I think it must have spawned on the wrong side of the dock. I don't know. I am really confused with that one. Anyway, there's probably a really obvious explanation to it that I've seen. Oh, Duck's actually fording here. He's transport shipped over. Tim should notice, mainly due to the fact he has this tower up here. And yes, he does. He knows completely. But there's not a lot he's going to be able to do about it, actually. He's spent a lot of resources on this section over here. Most of his fordings are over on this section over here. And he's only got one archer range up. His opponent going up with 3 ranges right now. No stable there. And of course, Tim going up to the castle age. Duck is a little bit further behind right now. I don't think he knows that Tim's actually spotted him yet, because he doesn't know there's an outpost right there. As soon as this archery range comes up though. Oh, arch, there we go. We know it's there. So again, speeding things up to fly through this. And of course, over here, he's got quite a good economy with the fish, so he's going to be able to keep it up. Crossbowman will be first for Tim, of course, being able to go up to a bodkin arrow as well. Really important tech, because that just really, really helps out. You can micro so much easier with that. Stable is going up for him. Stable going up for Tim as well. Tim going to go for his also well-known knight play at this stage. And it looks like these archers here might actually be able to do quite a bit of damage. 2 stables to 1 at this stage. Mining camp is going up for Duck now, so that means he will be able to start walling himself off. There we go. Might even see a castle get dropped here eventually, depending on how long the game goes for. We are seeing skirmishes over here as well, and it looks like the galleys are just trying to hold it down at this point. Nothing really ridiculous going on. I really want to know how that galley got there. I'll probably watch that back after this to see. And here we go, archers, 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 and knights. We know how that's going to end, unless of course these archers get a nice position. If they sit in the middle here, they might be able to do a lot more damage, because of course they are going to reduce the surface area on them. And again, these galleys will be able to shoot it on as well, which is something that's really important about water control. Once you've got those galleys, don't delete them, use them like this, use them to control shorelines and get forwards and things like that. So losing a 1 knight there, gonna lose a, nope, not losing a second. These villagers here, of course, encased in their half-built wall, they're going to be just bait for those skirmishes. And there we go, going up to crossbow, of course, and any armor upgrades on this. We've got 1 armor upgrade on them, as well as bloodlines, which is quite an important one. 20 extra HP gives you so much extra, well, HP to take more damage from. Cavalry archers are starting to come out from Duck. Duck up in a good situation right now, up by 500 points, which is quite good. Tim currently sitting on 2 town centers by the looks of it. Got a lot of fishing ships out though. Duck definitely have a lot less on that. Any more town centers? What's that, a university? Thought we might have sent town centers. No, Tim might be able to catch up in this case. He's got 2 town centers up, while his opponent's just working off 1. So if he can kill this off efficiently enough, and Mangonel is coming out by the looks of it. Let's swap over to Tim and have a look at that, which is a quick way to swap. Anyway, continuing to fight this one here out. These knights might be able to clean up these crossbows, especially if they get the Mangonel involved. Cavalry archers as well. Mangonel can be really dangerous towards them. Won't do a lot of damage, but of course it will be really hard to keep up with. Because, you know, if you're not watching at the wrong time, your cavalry archers get hit by a few mangonel hits. That's a lot of resources gone. So anyway, these guys here should be able to clean these crossbows up. But again, cavalry archers here might make the difference. Mangonel is coming in for Tim, so it looks like he's going to be able to clean this one up without too much hassle. Anything ridiculous over here? Haven't seen a transport ship out of Tim. He hasn't gone for any kind of forwarding at this stage. Town center is going up over here. Haven't seen another one yet though. And it looks like he's finally going up on this wood supply over here because he knows this one over here is starting to get a bit small, as well as the fact he's got rid of all these ones around, so not really a lot else he can do until then. But oh, looks like Tim is really pushing back over here. He's going to be able to take these out soon. The galleys as well versus Mangonel. We know how that's going to end badly. Anyone who's ever tried that. And of course, if you have the range advantage, of course, when you've only got 5+2, you've got equal range on them, so there's not exactly a lot. And those cavalry archers managing to take that, but taking quite a bit of splash damage in the process there. And again, just trying to see if anything else interesting is going on that I'm missing here. No, it looks like he should be fine. Battering ram is out, so he's going to be trying to tear down these buildings. Even more buildings going on the front, though, for a duck. Looks like he's going to start really trying to pressure with these cavalry archers with that extra archery range going up. And he has got bloodlines, which is good, which is something I just expect now. But you never know, they can forget. And if we actually check the stone, are we going to see anything from Dark? Nothing crazy from him, nothing crazy from Tim either. Could potentially see another town center, no. It looks like, though, Tim is going forward with quite a few knights here. He could do some damage, but it looks like, again, though, all of Duck's military producing buildings are over here. So if Tim does get in here with quite a few knights, this could be really, really bad. It looks like he's going for 5 ships as well, and yes, it does look like they're spawning just on the opposite side of that dock there. So that's that mystery there solved, and Siege Workshop going up on the frontier, because of course he's going to want some mangonels and battering rams to do at least a little bit of damage to the buildings, as well as just herd off massive groups of skirmishes. So that 5 ship's actually going to do a lot of damage. He's managed to claim this middle area as well. So Tim, well, 2 pools to 1, but then again, this pool over here is a lot more cemented into Duck's favour. And there we go with that. Is he going to go for mangonel or battering ram? We'll be able to see what he's going for. Come on, go for something. I need to be able to tell what you're doing. Come on. Over here, though, it looks like Duck will not be able to reinforce fast enough. And this could be really, really bad for him, actually. He's got nothing in this area to defend. He does have some town centers up, but I have a feeling these knights will actually be able to clean up those town centers. They've got the +2 armor upgrade. They've got the 20 extra HP on them. So there's going to be quite a bit going on here. Cavalry archers, they look like they are going to be trying to pick off a few villages. Doesn't look like he's got any yet, but things change. Villagers die, we know this. And here come the knights. Are we going to see him try and go for this, or is he just going to go straight for the town center? Looks like he's going straight for that town center. He might be able to take it out. Really going to depend on how many villagers get garrisoned. No, he's just starting to head back now. And that knight there surviving on 4 HP. 1 HP, it's gonna die. Damn, I was hoping it'd survive. Anyway, another town center going over here for Tim, but losing a villager on that. He's done quite well with his defense so far. He's kept these cavalry archers moving at a pace which they really haven't been able to do any damage. And of course, more mangonels, or maybe even skirmishes out for Tim. Yeah, mangonel, cavalry archers for him. Hasn't moved completely into skirmishes or anything yet. He's having fun over here, killing off these units. Tower over here, of course, going to go down eventually. More and more knights popping out for Tim. Surprised we actually haven't seen some monks behind these. And that mangonel, they're actually going to get some good damage on those villagers if it really pushes it. And of course, we'll be able to take out a few of these cavalry archers too if they're not clever enough. And nope, they're running up now. It looks like we might lose this mangonel quickly. And taking a bit of extra damage there. But it looks like there's another one in play. Could potentially see, is that one? Nope, not going to get another hit off him. But doing a lot more damage there. And these knights, again, just forcing a lot of garrison time by Duck. Tim is definitely starting to catch up here. I think he's on equal town centers again, because 2, 3, yes, to 3. Yep, that works. So it's quite equal in the economy-wise. By losing a lot of cavalry archers over here to mangonels, it can really hurt his score. And if he loses his fort here, this is a lot of military production to lose. So it could really hurt him just the entire game. Over here, actually, this could be horrible for him if Tim manages to go down here and kills off all these woodcutters. This could work out really badly. I don't think he's noticed it, though. No, he did not see that lumber camp over there, so he's not going to be able to do anything really about it. That's the thing on the knights. You do lose quite a bit of line of sight, but then again, the damage for damage, armor, it's kind of worth it. Another town center going up for Tim right now, starting to play a big eco game. Are we seeing anything ridiculous over here? No, we are not. Let's speed things back up. So these cavalry archers over here will be pushing in again, but knights, of course, going to be taken out by them and the galleys, of course. If the galleys are actually brought into the fight, but then again, he doesn't really have enough knights to do that much damage. Saying that though, reinforcements are coming in. I know I've got this in fast forward, but it's just knights killing cavalry archers, nothing special. And there we go. Those galleys finally being brought into the fight, and they're going to be able to do quite a bit. A lot of villages being lost over here, actually. Tim getting really close to the score point. Looks like we can actually hear some monks. Could potentially lose these as well. Losing one full HP knight there. 2 full HP knights compared to... He did some good conversions there. Didn't go for the soft knights. He wanted some hard ones ready to go. So, again, it looks like he might lose this monk as well, costing him 100 gold. That's still quite a bit. If he had some good micro here, he might actually be able to tag team that knight there and kill it off. But, again, it's going to be really skeptical like that. Tim taking the score lead, though. This is a big deal right now. All that harassment is starting to pay off. It's 109 population to Tim. To, what's Duck got? And Duck has a 99 there. Mr. Yo resigning out there. I can't decide if either player just said GG or if Mr. Yo just decided he was done here. Still deciding to fight it out. Looks like Mr. Yo just decided. I don't even know if he actually resigned. It could have just been a glitch in the recording. Oh, well, who knows? We'll find out at some later point. And it looks like these cavalry archers over here could potentially be in a bit of trouble again, but those galleys, of course, helping out as much as they can. And it looks like he's going to lose all these cavalry archers. That's no good for him. The battering rams are in. He is starting to take out this fort here. If this fort is taken out, Duck could be in a lot of trouble. These cavalry archers are just fighting off these knights down over here. It looks like his economy is all back to normal, so he should be kind of happy with that. Very lucky that Tim didn't get over here and kill off all these villages. That could have been potentially very, very damaging. Looks like he's starting to run out of fish as well. Actually saying that, he's got a few spots around. It's no biggie, but again, it could really be bad for him. These knights, of course, that he converted, using them just to guard this little way into his base, and it looks like these battery rams here will actually be able... It looks like this fort might be dead right now. It's like Tim might be able to demolish this one, and we might actually see GG out of Duck as soon as this fort goes down, because, well, honestly, that's a lot of the pressure that he's got in this game, and he's starting to go out with more archer rangers towards the back, and start building up that army. But of course, battering rams still soaking up that damage from these galleys, but of course, it's still not the biggest soak that will get taken out eventually. Mangonel is probably the way he's going to have to go to take out those buildings, and it looks like he's trying to run up to some knights again. He will get in by the looks of things, but he will get caught by these two, losing some knights. So some free knights are there for Tim. And again, here comes the harassment. And what are we seeing over here? Another town centre. Wall off going down over here by Duck. Looks like Duck's starting to wall him in. Quick! Do a quick wall, those knights will catch you. Yes, they will, and killing off that village there, of course. And it looks like he's killing off a lot more over here as well. 15 out of 15 garrisoned. It looks like these villages are just free game right now for Tim. And yeah, he's doing a lot of damage. He might win this game just on economy harassment alone. His fort's been up for quite a while, but I don't know what else he's going to be able to do at this point. He might just not have the economy. Another mark. Looks like we have the mark going up over here. And these villages over here just getting killed off as well. This is really bad for Duck at this point. He is still in the score lead, but I don't know if he's going to have enough. Because Tim's economy right now, Tim going up to the Tim Imperial. Yes, Tim's going to be Imperial before a Duck right now, which means he will have quite a good score lead. And 800 points in favour to Tim right now. This is going to be hard. And Tim right now moving up with a lot of stables. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage from these. We will probably see a Cavalier, maybe even light cavalry research. Look at all those knights he actually has queued. He has resources to spare, all that fishing ships, just giving him such a good bonus on the water right now. And we could even potentially see light cavalry up to Hazard right now, just because he's spamming cavalry everywhere. I don't know if Duck's going to be able to hold this. He does have a castle up, but again, knights with 2 armor are going to get that +4 any minute now. Don't know if it's going to be enough, actually, to hold that off, especially if they go up to Cavalier, which I could really potentially see. Yes, Cavalier is going up, and the Blacksmith, what are we seeing there? Blast Furnace. Looks like he's going for a damage first. This could be an interesting play by Tim, going completely for damage. None of that protection. He wants to finish this. Siege Workshop coming up on the front. Not yet. He's still got that villager here, though. Yes, Fort Castle going up for Tim. Definitely the siege workshop next. This castle prevented from going up. All this area over here just completely destroyed. Maybe this town center over here will be next. And it looks really bad for Duck right now, honestly. He's going to hit Imperial Age, and I don't know what he's going to be able to do. He has quite a few archer ranges up, but against Cavalier, we know how that's going to end, especially once they get that +4. Yes, there we go, the +4 armor. That's where you have Blast Furnace research. Oh, interesting. I thought I looked at them before and they had +2 on them. Oh, well, there you go. Unless, of course, he has 2 smiths, which, you know, is totally normal. Yes, 2 smiths, there we go. I knew I wasn't being an idiot. And it looks like these Cavalier over here are going to take out this town center. This could be it for Duck right now. Has got quite a few cavalry archers here defending. I don't know how much resource he actually has available. He's got a little bit available there. Nothing too big, but he will run out of wood quite soon, which means those cavalry archer production is going to be really just halted. As well as the fact he's not going to be able to get any pikes out if he starts to run low on that, which is really important actually. I'm surprised we haven't seen any pikes from him yet, just to try and push some of those Cavalier away from the cavalry archers. There we go, actually starting to get these spearmen out. And of course, not even pikes at this stage, still spearmen. This is an interesting one. This town center over here looks like it's going to go down. This one over here being relatively untouched, which is interesting. Another few barracks going up over here, trying to get that pikeman out. Cavalier over here might actually be able to finish this town center. Maybe. They've got that +6 armor. Only up against war galleys, it's definitely possible. Just mirrored as that missile look a lot more painful than they're making it look. Anyway, up over here, town center going down, these villagers getting lost. Forward castle is this one over here, no hope left on it. Another stable going up for him. And this is GG for Duck. I can't see him coming back from this right now. He does have a few spears out, but again, only just getting pikemen. Probably got no upgrade on them whatsoever because he's been leaning towards those cavalry archers all game. And here come the Cavalier. Looks like this will be it for Dark. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the GG any second. Unless, of course, he's just trying to wall himself in over here. It's just going to be a pain for the rest of the game, which you do get, which is interesting. So, pushing in over here. Hasn't used any of these guys to try and go for some extra harassment, but a lot of town centers are out by Tim right now, so I don't know exactly what he'll be able to do. And, of course, with that economy that he has, like, if we look at it right now, quite a low amount of resources actually available to him. Nothing big that he's going to be able to do. Losing this one over here. He's only at 55 pop. And there's the GG from Dark. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the game, guys. I thought it was an interesting one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.